This is Wednesday, and looking at the Acts of the Apostles, this time at chapter 8. Give a short little verse or two. There broke out a severe persecution of the church in Jerusalem, and all were scattered throughout the countryside of Judea and Samaria. That's all I want to say. A severe persecution broke out in Jerusalem, and they scattered throughout the countryside of Judea and Samaria. Now you look at that and say, well, this is not good. It's severe persecution. They had to flee for their lives, went to different areas. But, there's a blessing to that. There's a blessing. Now, even though he's before my time, his name was Bob Cousy. He played for the Boston Celtics, late 50s and early 60s, known by reputation more than anything else. Anyway, he grew up in Queens and loved basketball, of course, but unfortunately he broke his arm, and his right arm. He was right-handed, and, that put a bummer on him. I broke, now how am I going to play? So what he did, he had to learn to use his left hand. He had to play with his left hand. So much so that he was now ambidextrous, especially when it came to basketball, that he could play. So what seemed like a bad thing, a disaster in some way in the child's mind, it worked to his advantage. Now he developed both hands, much more skillful and much more harder to defend. So with the persecution here as well, it seems like a bad thing, but you know what happened? The gospel spread. It was through the persecution that they're working against themselves now. Now more people will hear the message. So God can take things that don't work out well in our life. God can take our failures, our sinfulness, our brokenness, and somehow if you let him, God can bless that so you can be a blessing to others. God can use anything in our life. Even the things that we're ashamed of, that we feel guilty about, we fail. More often our failures are the steps to our successes. God can use failure more than sometimes our success. So don't be discouraged. God can use you no matter what situation you may be in. God bless you. Where's that little